Hello. Okay, got one viewer. Wait, see if we can get another couple on here. Can you hear me okay? Is it loud or quiet? I know the last one was way too quiet. Is it better now, or are we still having problems? It's good? Okay. Good. Got two people. Hello. Just wait one more minute, see if we can get a few others, and then we can go ahead and just gonna do a little bit of restringing, and then we can play around for 30 minutes or so. We'll figure it out. How are you guys doing? The two. You like the carbon fiber? Pretty happy with it so far. It's looking pretty nice. Do a few more things and that should be up and running pretty well. Awesome sauce. Yep. Got two people. Let's wait. See if we can get just a few more, then we'll go ahead and start. Trying to get all the live stuff synced up. Can start an ASMR channel. Any songs you guys wanna hear some parts of on, of course, a different guitar? Can't really do much with this while we're waiting. Anything at all? Finally got the horizontal stream down, which is looking nicer for sure. Happy with that. I am back again. Are you back? Get some pizza? Just gonna finish up the guitar, Joe. Getting all the stuff set up. Wait for maybe one more person to join, and then we can go ahead and get into it. Alright, well, any kind of song, Lohan or Joar, maybe an acoustic song on my other acoustic over there that you want to hear before we get started on this guy, let me know and go grab it. Oh yeah, what are they? Let me know. Magic Power and Hold On by Triumph, and Only Young Once by Trickster. Okay, I'll check them out. Any of you guys like Title Fight? Have I mastered You're All I Need by White Lion yet? No, not yet. I've listened to it and, just kind of messed around with it for a minute, but I'll try to do that this week. Look at it. It's a good song. I like it a fair bit. For sure. It's it's not, of course, my perfect cup of tea, but it's a good song. I like it. Thank you for the recommendation. But no, not mastered it. I wish I was able to do stuff that quickly. I can if I really set my mind to it, but Joe says that's one of their slower songs. Little Fighter, that's a great solo. Do I know any songs by Mom Jeans? Yes. That's oh god, blanking on the name. It's forgot the name of it. But yeah, I know a few others that aren't great on acoustic. What was the one I was playing the other day? Oh, What's Up? Hey, another viewer. Hello. Little Fighter. Okay. Little Fighter, and the other band's Trickster, Magic Power, and Hold On by Triumph. Okay. Well, I will remember those. Sometimes you forget you're in drop D, you know? Here's an opinion. Do you guys think Green Day is still a punk band? Someone was talking to me about this earlier. I don't know if any of you guys like Green Day, but if you do you think they're still a punk band, or do you think they're, some people call them sellouts or stadium rock? Or I prefer the hair glam and metal bands. That's fair. That's fair. Yes, barely listen to them. Barely listen to them, but from what I've heard, their music style has somewhat changed. Yeah. Gotten less raw. But that goes for any band because of modern music production things. It's pretty weird for, people like me, or at least, people from, when technology, not technology, but just specifically computers and DOS kind of became a popular thing in the past, or a usable thing in the past 20 years. It's unusual to think, people, all you could record on for a while, like you didn't have a DAW, you had an actual mixing board. There's a band in Canada called Leave Those Kids Alone. The guitarist is 17 or 18 now. He's very good. Leave Those Kids Alone. Check them out. Too. I gotta start getting a notebook specifically for Joe's suggestions, because I need to remember all of them, or I can just look back at the live chat replay. That's what I have on. Alright, well, we have 5 people, so let's just go ahead and string the guitar up. Oh, I'm out of frame, but that doesn't matter because we're going to be working on this. So, I have the bridge. I haven't worked on this at all since the last live stream I did. So, besides sanding the bridge a tiny bit. Ooh, there's string clippings. Things go in your foot. They hurt. Be careful with those. So, just going to go ahead and sand the bridge down. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know if any of you guys do. A pen and a paper works too. That's right. That's true. I don't have any paper. I have a notebook, so maybe I'll dedicate a page. But I have no idea why the bridge isn't going back in. I mean, it literally doesn't fit. It's too big. It doesn't look too big when you put it next to it. It's like millimeters off, so just shave a tiny bit of this off. Gotta hold it straight up and down, and then we'll bevel the edges just to make them, not crazy sharp. Okay, see if this... Not quite. Wow, this is really not wanting to go in. To the other side now. I don't want to sand it too much, but okay. Okay. So this is just confusing me because it's like 2 millimeters off and then it just doesn't fit, so let's look at it. I wonder, I'm going to try beveling the corners of it a tiny bit, see if that makes a difference because this slot is extremely rounded. So try that. I'm just going to use a fine file so I can hold it in my hand. It's kind of a nice sound. Okay, let's try now. Okay, not working. Get the other side now. He plays guitar, bass, keys, and file. That's right. The file is one of the oldest musical instruments of our time. I don't know where this came from. It's been in a workbench for all of time. Comes in handy though. Okay, it's fitting. There we go. Finally, after a while, and now it won't come out. But we don't need it to come out right now, at least. But that's what we have pliers for. Plus, it's an old bridge. I have a new bridge to replace it with if needed eventually. Yay. Yep. So, yeah, it is interesting. So, I guess the Taylor, because a Martin, I don't know if GraphTech makes, I guess they do. Martin compensated saddle is a different shape than a Taylor one, but I guess Rain Song, it's the same. Because they're not too different. It's a slot in the bridge, typically, for pretty much all acoustics. I think some of the recent Takamines have the split bridge just for the ideal intonation because of the way, I'm assuming because of the way their necks are manufactured, but where the E to G strings are on, one saddle, and then the B and high E are on a separate saddle that's moved further towards the neck. I think I'm thinking of a Takamine when I'm talking about that, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's string this. So, the bridge, I'm gonna try again, but I can't seem to get the bridge to look that clean. It's probably just because it's been played, and it's not because it's dirty, it's just because it's been played and used, and there's just, it's just been polished in some places or scratched in some places. Joe says, I had a Takamine 12 string. Ooh, nice. That's something I'm looking for, not necessarily a Takamine, but am I saying that correctly? I think I am, but I'm not positive. Let me know if I'm not. But yeah, I've been looking for a 12 string for a little while. Looking at the Taylor's line of 12 strings, but they're about 3,400 or 2,800 minimum. So I've always heard it pronounced Takamine. Yeah, that's what I've heard a lot too. I'm not sure. Well, why don't we find out together? We'll look it up. How is Takamine pronounced? Takamine is what this says. The source says forum. Takamine. Well, they're Japanese, so. Dampy has arrived. Hello. So Takamine is, I guess, the correct pronunciation. Are they? Yeah, they're Japanese, right? Because they're ESP. Are they? Or are they just Indonesian? Takamine Indonesian. No, Japanese. Okay, that was right. We're docking your pay. Good. Do it to him rather than me. Alright, got our strings, elixir, polywebs, 10. Should I do 10s or should I do something else? I'm going to stick with 10s. Start with the lowy. The fun thing about the carbon fiber is that, okay, ball end, you don't have to worry about, some people worry about suddenly cutting the strings off on an electric or a standard acoustic. Doesn't really matter. I don't believe that much, but some people worry about that. But with this, you don't have to, because the neck literally shouldn't be able to move from the string tension. But strings put on a lot of tension. I mean, more tension than most people assume. So the way, I'm sure the way acoustic bridge pins work, it actually is not supposed to get caught at the bottom there, like a lot of people think. It's supposed to get caught there, but no, it's not. It slides up there, gets caught, but you can reach your hand and screw with it. So put this in. I usually like to do it just about here and then have it go in. And then I'll kind of check it out. Make sure that it's snug in there. That's not snug. That should be snug. That feels a lot better. Okay, I thought it was moving. Next, 39. Am I crazy? I think that's right. Has to be, because this only goes to 46. So, what time is it? I don't even know what time it is here. There we go. Alright. I'd drop the bridge pin inside the guitar. That'd be fun. I haven't done that one yet. I rarely drop a pick inside of an acoustic, but, every once in a while, it happens to everybody at some point. Now I'll go 35 people. Hello. Should be right. 30 or 46, 39. God, I feel like I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm right. Okay. I feel like I'm going crazy every single time I restring. Like D'Addario has, instead of the gauges, because they're not packaged on everyone, there's that single, plastic protective. We have 6 people. Hello. Okay, good. 23. God, I love the polywebs. What strings do you guys play? If you play acoustic, let me know what brand and gauge. Because most people don't play 10s. $14. Ooh. 9 to 42, but I'm all electric. 25. You said 25? Yesterday or the day before, right? 25. Electrics. That sounds fun. I don't know how many. Just electrics. I think I said 8. Yep. Yeah, it definitely does sound like a treat. I have plenty of guitars, but, you can always have one more, right? Last bridge pin. There we go. Okay, strings on. Now let's move over to the headstock and screw with that. D'Addario, but the guitar in my profile pic has DR. Yeah, I play the... Hold on one second. I play the DR neons on my bass. I used to play them on guitar, but came off easily. Second you started to pick at those strings, coating just chipped off. So I play them on the bass and the coating stays on really well. They look super cool, and I love playing on stages with them because they just glow, especially when you're in daylight, and of course ultraviolet light works too. Let's go ahead and scoot this down. Has colored strings. That one has colored strings. This is it a Steinberger? Oh yeah, I see now. That's cool. I'm not sure if they're in it on your profile pic, but I can imagine it. It's a colorful guitar. It's cool. It's a cool one. Steinberger Spirit GT Pro. It's cool. There's some cool guitars. I mean, they're just cool looking. They are on there. Okay, so I wasn't fooling myself. Okay, so now we have the nut. The problem is I just ran out of super glue the other day and haven't been able to make it to the store to get some more, so there's a chance I could squeeze some out of the bottle I have. That means I have to leave to go get it, which I don't want to go do. But let's put it on, see how well the strings hold it in its place. And then we can mess with it if needed. So, start with the low E. Boom. Sit down for this string liner. Someone in my video about modding my Ibanez back then said, "Can't believe you don't have a string winder." It's like, they're locking tuners, so barely had to wind them anyway. Yes, I could have used it. I even have a electric one as a drill attachment. I could have used it, but I just don't. Keep pulling the string taut like these are locking tuners. I would totally change these for locking, but I just pull them back. Maybe here. It's probably good. Now I'll use the string winder for this. But for locking tuners, if you move the mic down so you can actually hear me, with locking tuners, if you pull the string taut enough, you don't need to wind them with a string winder. You just use your hands. It takes 2 seconds. So that is why I do not do that. So what we're going to do with this string line is make sure that the break angle on all the strings is, higher than it was. As I showed you, it had that sitar sound. So we don't want that. And I was thinking, I know it's not a common thing, but I was thinking of throwing a carbon fiber retainer bar on here. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that. I mean, I'm able to do it, but I'm not sure if it would work well or not. But I don't know, it's something I've been thinking about. Just to make sure I don't have to worry about the break angle again. What's my favorite guitar? Don't poke out your eye. Yeah, it's true. Trying not to. What's my favorite guitar? Favorite guitar in my collection or favorite guitar in the world? In my collection, I would say in the world. I don't know. I've been really into some of the latest Suhr customs, and of course I'm partial to Ibanez because I've had a great experience with them, and I love them, and they play so well. So some J customs out there from Ibanez. I mean, a lot of custom guitars from some of these builders just on YouTube or Instagram. Trying to think of the name. But some of these Chapman guitars had a line out a few years ago, or maybe a year ago, that they had to cancel out of the UK because something happened with their builder. But those were pretty cool looking, the direct mounted pickups and everything. I like the Tim Henson TOD10N. That's the electric? Am I right? Or is that the nylon string? I think that's the electric. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's his electric Tree of Death model. Nylon electric. Okay. So never mind. Yeah, it's cool. I was playing it the other day at a store, and not my favorite, but it's cool. And once I plugged it in, I didn't like the sound at first, but once I plugged it in, I was like, okay, this is, it actually has a really neat sound. But it looks good. It's a cool looking nylon string. For the sake of the nut, I'll do the high E next. Try to keep it even. Under the neck rest. We have 10 viewers. Welcome. And feel free to ask me questions throughout the stream. Have you seen Steve Vai's Hydra? I have, in fact, seen the Hydra, and I love it. It's so cool. I believe, aren't they doing another Satch Vai tour? Joe and him? Joe and him. Aren't they doing another Satch Vai tour soon, and they're bringing the Hydra on, or they had Ibanez make a few more? Or am I crazy? Yeah, they are. Okay. Are they going with, what's his name? Uchita? Nico? I saw. God, these aren't locking tuners. I don't know what I'm doing. I saw something about him, but maybe he was just playing the Hydra for Ibanez. Cause, he's an Ibanez artist too. If I could get the string winder on here, that'd be nice. There we go. Luckily, this high E is far enough away from my eye where it's not a huge risk of poking me right now, but still be careful. I have kinda poked myself in the eye when my eyes were closed before with a string. The string is killing me. It's wrapped itself around itself like 8 times. Oh no. There we go. Okay. I didn't know which way it had gone around, so I couldn't really fix it. What we're gonna do is bend this part of the string hanging off, and then we can tune it normally. Hopefully, normally. Oh my god. String winders on when you're sitting on the opposite side. Just since I'm doing this on camera for the live, it's hard to use the string winder on that side, so we'll stick with doing it the old-fashioned way. I know this might be pretty boring to watch, but yeah, you guys can, I'll start a Q&A here if you want to ask anything. But geez, now that I have locking tuners on pretty much all of my guitars, it's just weird. I think it's not wanting to work well. I think I have, let's see, I have them. Oh, what's an instrument I don't already play that you would want to know how to? Drums, probably. And yeah, I would say drums right now for sure. It's kind of weird how it's kind of, weird to think about the balance of each string's tension on the neck, or just each string's tension, because you have a thicker wiry like, I have a speech thing, wiry like thing on the lower strings, but those are also tuned lower, so less tension but a thicker, essentially, wire. But on the higher strings, it's tuned much higher, but it's much thinner, so I believe they're fairly even, within a few pounds of each other. Do I spend a lot of time in Utah? As much as I can. I mean, that's where I can play music. I can't play anywhere else. There's not a place for me to play in Georgia. I mean, some opportunities, but not. I mean, I busk there, so yeah, and that's my job as of right now. That's my job. So, but yeah, as much time as I can out there. Plus, I ski and such, and tried to get that channel up and running this summer, but I couldn't. Had a lot of problems with video. I didn't have enough storage until I did a lot of things to get into actually filming and making content, because I just started making content, not just posting videos unedited of me busking, but I did start making content until August was when I posted my first video, I think it was the Squier build out, that one behind me. Is that right? If you know, someone correct me on that. I should probably know better. But I just started doing YouTube literally a few months ago. And I believe it was, that was my first actual video. and then I did a cover with that and the Telecaster build, which was my most popular video for a while until I recently did the Ibanez video a few weeks ago in December, and then I've had I've had 3 full-length videos get over 1,000 views and a handful of shorts, but it's kind of unbelievable. Just like 300, I don't know, 80 something subscribers is, I mean, for what I'm doing, the video started out really bad. So I've been trying my hardest to make them look really good now, and Ibanez video I was pretty happy with how that came out, and people seemed to like it too. But for this new upcoming Warmoth build, which the video, I should have it out tonight. I finished editing. I'm doing it in parts, so you'll see the part 1 come out today, part 2 come out this week, hopefully, and then, I'll do some shorts about it, some tone demo in part 2, and then the full movie, which will probably be close to 40 minutes long, so it's going to be a long thing, so I split it all up, but it should be really fun. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's playing really well. Those are all the hints I'll give you. But I have to say, I'm liking the live stream so far from the one I did the other night and today, because the only thing is, when YouTube screws up like it's doing right now. Okay, I got it. Is that with the white body you have in the drawer? Oh, the Warmoth build? No, it's not. It's, I don't know if you watched it, but the unboxing video I did a few weeks ago, it's with that body and neck. It's that build. And I've been super lazy over the past week to finishing part 1, and I finally did it. So hopefully it will be out tonight or tomorrow before the end of either day. That white body is for a separate project. It's an old cheapo Jackson body, like really cheapo. Played it for a few months 2 summers ago, stripped it. I took all the parts off. I just have the pickups now. I don't know why I still have, or I think they're listed on Reverb, or they were listed on Reverb, just in case I want to test out a guitar or something and I just needed some cheap pickups to throw in. But when I say cheap, it was really cheap. I got it used in mint or excellent condition like a year and a half ago. Ooh, the bridge pin's coming up. And it was $112. It was a $200 guitar, or a $190 guitar at its original price. It was a good deal, and it came in good condition. Guitar Fetish has some nice bodies. Yeah, I've looked into a few of them. I was looking into them when I was building the Telecaster. I don't know, Joe, if you saw that video and that build, but I looked into Guitar Fetish and decided against it, but I can see myself ordering from them soon. This tuner is very loose, so if I can find a screwdriver, fix that. Here we go. Small Phillips and tighten it. But I stripped the parts off of that Jackson and I sent the neck to some guy who ordered it and I don't know why I agreed to send it to Canada because I usually just ship within the US. But I agreed to send it to Canada for an extra shipping fee, and at first, I lost $30 of what I was originally going to maintain, and it got to the guy 2 months later. That's how long it took. It took forever to get to him. When it finally got there, it was repackaged. The neck plate was completely gone, and the whole neck was just broken in half, basically. The headstock was literally split down the middle. I mean, it looked like someone had opened the box, taken an axe to it, and thrown it in another box and said, I'm done with this. So that was not fun, but luckily Reverb has some pretty great customer service and seller service, and they refunded me, refunded him. He said, do you want it sent back? I was like, no, I don't want it sent back. I'm not gonna repair a $30 neck for $300. I think Canada recently had a postal worker strike. Yeah, they did. I was trying to order stuff from or for the Warmth build, and I think it was still going on when I was getting stuff from that. I was trying to get a few custom parts from Canada, but I couldn't, so that was a bit annoying. But I found other people to get the parts from, and I got them. But yeah, this was a while ago. It was probably over a year by now. It's probably been over a year by now since that whole thing. But that was ridiculous to deal with. I don't know. That told me to never ship internationally again. Unless they're gonna pay me, because I charged him $30-40 for the shipping. That's what it was estimated to be at the time. No, it was $68. So I went through with it. Luckily, I got all my money back, so it didn't really matter. But I felt bad for the guy because he was like, I've been waiting to build this parts caster with these exact specs for so long, and I've been having trouble finding a neck for a reasonable price. And then it came broken after 2 months. If you ever want a Godot bridge, Philadelphia Luthiers has the best prices. Godot G, is that a the Floyd. Yeah. I buy my copper tape from them and my wire, and the pickup cover on that Ibanez I got from them too. They had a Duncan one. But yeah, okay, I'll check it out. Floyd type trim. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, now that I've had the Godot 510, which is the bridge I'm using on the Dream guitar build, then that's working. But okay, I will be right back, and then we can finish it. Just need to go grab something, mute myself, and I will be right back. Sorry about that. had to quickly take care of something regarding my dog. She loves food and stealing it. So when you hear a crash downstairs, probably not a good sign. But I bet my absence was more entertaining than this. Willow. Yes, Willow. That is my dog. Oh, this tuner's loose too. Great. This is really fun. Oh, would you look at that? The whole do you see that? The whole tuner is loose. Does that mean the screw is loose? I'm gonna poke my eye out if I do that again. The screw's loose. Well, do a little work under the hood. Try not to poke my eyes. Okay. Should have fixed it at least most of the way. Oh, it's the top nut too. The great thing about this Music Nomad, it's called the Octopus, has all these hex bits here, so I can just go on top like that. Tighten it down. There. That's better. What kind of dog is Will? Will is a black lab. Tried to get her to come up here to be on the live stream, but didn't want to. So I said, okay. I'll get her on here or in a video one of these days. But I have a Doberman. I love Dobermans. They're cuties. They are cuties. What's his or her name? Name is Sammy. That's a cute name. Doberman named Sammy. That's cute. Yeah, I like Dobermans a lot. Very cute dogs. Alright, let's check our string alignment. I don't know. Looking pretty good now that I've moved the nut. This thing comes in so much handy. You just learned how to shut the microwave door. That's very helpful. Just with his nose or head, I'm assuming. Nose. That's pretty awesome. Alright, do you think we got rid of the sitar effect? We'll find out in just a minute. I kind of like the live stream where, I see a lot of people on other streams with hundreds, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people even. I know I'm not gonna get that, but hundreds of people, and it's just, I kind of like this better where it's just, not more than 20 people, because then I can actually, respond to things instead of it just being a hot mess and having it so delayed to the point where you're just answering a question or something and then it's other 20 questions come in while you're talking about that. Problem is he tries to close it while my hand is still there trying to take the food out. That sounds like a problem for your hand. Doesn't sound very good at all. I want to crush your hand in the microwave door. That would not be good. That'd be a fun experiment. Microwave a guitar. Stupid experiment. Okay. Let's check this out. Hopefully we got rid of that sitar. I don't know if I mean to. You'll get more people, it takes time, but yeah, when you have a bunch of people asking questions, you miss some and they get offended. Yeah, I'm on live streams sometimes where people are like, hurry up. Like, why are you not answering my questions? And they're like, they have 20,000 other ones. But yeah. Yeah, hopefully I'm trying to make the videos better, but that's not my main concern in life or anything like that. My favorite tuning. That's how my live streams are now. There's a Gent live stream now. I think we got rid of it. Good. Ding. I said the strings are stretched after that. That's right. Especially the low E. It's not gone. Might be a problem. Might mean new nut. Well, let's see. Okay, so it's not a bridge problem, so it is the nut. Might mean a new nut because I wound it with the hardest break angle it would let me. Or new nut, or you guys think I could put a string retainer on it? And Joe, do you think I could put would some lube help? We'll find out. I forgot to do that for all the strings. But other strings seem okay. Use this Music Nomad stuff. Just glob on top, not too much, and then wipe it off. Put a little on the bridge just to get off my hand. Okay. Let's see if putting some lubricant on there helped it. I doubt it did much. Make sure there's none on it. Okay. So one thing I do not like about this specific glue, this Music Nomad Tune it mutes the strings for the first little bit. You really have to kind of wipe it off afterwards from the top of the string. Like, you need such a tiny little bit of it. Even if you add slightly too much, it's just completely muffled. Still is. I have to pop it out for a second. Try to get in there. Okay. Took some out. Sounds better now. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today, but it's screwing up the... Didn't help. Well, you think a string retainer could work? I mean, obviously I can put one on, but I'm not sure if it would be able to... Yeah, I guess I would be able to do it. That really mutes it. Get the guitars to buzz and use that at a banjo, yeah, or a sitar. Action seems lower. But we can check it. Check it out. It was... Oh, it is lower. Why? That's the question. What made the difference? Because I was hearing more buzzing on the low E, if you can hear it. If you go back, I'll go back and check the live from Friday. But there's more buzz. Now, the question is, do any of you guys have an opinion or a guess on what made the difference? Because I don't. That doesn't make any sense. It's a millimeter of difference. Over a millimeter. Way over. Way over. It's at 1.6. Bad fret wire? Shouldn't be. No, shouldn't be. That doesn't make any sense unless the bridge wasn't completely seated or something else wasn't completely seated, because it's literally, well, if it's 160, then it's 2 millimeters of difference. Is the neck carbon fiber? It's carbon fiber. It's all carbon fiber, so it shouldn't have moved. But it was at 3.5 before, now it's at 1.6. That's something went south. Oh, well, we can check at the first fret. I would say it was the humidity change after I got the humidifier back out, but that's not it. Okay, this is just below 0.5. And check it against the Taylor, because when I opened it, and over the past 2 days, now that I've had a chance to look at it, it had some, I guess you could say, symptoms or things that made it seem, if it was a normal acoustic, I would say, oh, it needed a neck reset. Just see how much the Taylor's changed. Taylor's lower. But there's no more buzz on this one. That was just a bad fret. Or bad fret by me. Just fretting again. Maybe the nut sits lower without glue under it. Well, that's the thing. I haven't chiseled out the nut slot yet. I was just restringing it to see if I could fix the problems. So, I mean, I would say that's it, but it's such a drastic difference. No idea what it is. That's really weird. I'm gonna take it in to, I mean, could be the lighter string gauge, but that's also a thing of, I'm going to leave, but there's a chance I'll be back. Well, I'm gonna go in just a minute, but thanks for tuning in. Have a good night. Is it warm in GA today? You're in shorts. Nope. There's still snow on the ground. It's just hot inside. She just wanted to show off my legs. don't know if any of you have seen a Green Day video live. Good riddance, but Billy Joe's guitar sounds exactly like this. And I saw them live in August, and it's so tinny. But he's playing here. It's probably just ghost of Les Paul himself. Well, I'm sorry that we once again couldn't figure out the carbon fiber guitar fully, because I am going to go in just a minute. So I'm sorry we couldn't figure it out fully once again, but yes, I'll fix it and then maybe throw out some covers on it or something. I'm working on covers right now, I promise. They're in the works. So, have I heard Spanish Fly by Van Halen? I have. It's a very good song. It's a cool song. I started learning it and then I stopped for some reason. So I need to do that again. But I am going to go ahead and head out for today. Thank you for tuning in. Do another live in the next few weeks. And I'll hopefully have that video out by tomorrow night. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again soon.